Welcome back to Whatever We Want, a podcast about celebrating storytelling. We are joined today by our good friend of the podcast, longtime recurring guest, Evan. Evan, how are you doing today?
It's good to be back. I am doing wonderful. Just came off of a week-long vacation and I'm pretty relaxed. So
yeah, I could tell. You had some good times. Your message goes like, I love you guys. And I was like, I love you too, man. I know you're drunk, but I love you, man.
Yeah, I got pretty wasted a few days.
Nice.
But,
recovering. And when you get wasted, you usually eat a lot of good drunk food. And that's good because we're talking about food today, desserts. Mm-hmm. That's what we're here for today. We're going to do a tier list or just rank the best desserts of all time. I'm so excited for this episode. I'm a fat kid at heart.
Jake, you say that. I have literally like an empty brownie tray right here.
Oh my gosh. I'm a fat kid at heart. Daniel's a fat kid on the outside. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think I still got good form. You know, I'm not. What's that guy from?
Chris Hemsworth.
No, Madagascar 2. Moto. I'm not Moto yet.
Moto?
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
The hippo
likes you.
He's the peak physical shape for you.
Peak male form.
Moto.
No, I'm saying I'm not there yet. That's what I'm saying.
This is what peak human performance looks like. If you don't like it, get out. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about how to achieve the Moto look through desserts today. Mm-hmm. I don't really have like too much of a plan. I looked on Wikipedia, the most reliable of sources, and I saw they kind of categorized desserts into like different categories, and we could talk about like a category and then like the subcategories, the sub desserts within them. You guys ready to jump in to the first dessert?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what these categories are. Yeah,
the first category was cake. Because, like, there's different subcategories, like, tons of different types of cakes. Yeah,
because there's, like, ice cream cake, there's, like, you know, birthday cakes, there's holiday cakes, there's carrot cakes, coffee cakes, all kinds of cake.
I'm thinking even, like, funnel cakes, like that. I feel like that's a very different, funnel cake's different.
It's in the name.
It has the name cake in it, Daniel. Because, I mean, the other distinction is funnel.
Yeah, but if we're doing that, then we could also be talking about ass, Jake. Which honestly, I'm down for a meal.
Yeah, but that's why cake is S tier for me.
What about the size of the cake? So the cupcake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cupcakes.
No, I think cupcakes are still that's still cake. You know.
Yeah. There's cake in the name.
Just because they're small.
Yeah.
But no, you can't just put cake in the name. I don't think that goes into that.
Coconut cake. Rum cake.
It needs to be about the because I'm thinking ice cream cake, and that's actually different. So maybe you do just need cake.
Cake is a flour confection made from flour, sugar, and other ingredients, and is usually baked. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you leave all the ingredients together without baking it, is that still cake?
It's raw cake. Maybe.
I don't know.
Honestly, I do like raw cake, like just cake batter. Like it can be pretty good, like when you lick it afterwards.
Yeah.
So how do we want to judge these? We want to base it like taste and like, I mean that's obviously the number one. Then maybe like how often you gravitate towards it, like what occasion you get it for all of these. And
I think so. Here's what I think. Right, as the fatty I am.
Please tell me.
Taste definitely. Should be ease of like how much of a struggle is it to eat, right? Because there's some things that are more of a struggle to like actually get into compared to others, right?
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking, but just outside of desserts, what do you think is like one of the most difficult foods to like consume? I'm just curious now if that's
as in work to put in or like
whatever you just said, like ease to eat or ease to get access.
Different, like Evan was just talking about seafood earlier, so I'm thinking like comparing seafood to like pancakes, right? Which is also another type of cake, right?
You're changing the game, man. So pancakes are really a dessert.
That's arguable because of the syrup, but beyond the point, like crab, right, or crustaceous
crab cakes.
Crab cakes. That is also
That's
true.
My favorite.
I'm okay with that.
We're stumped on cake, guys. I don't know.
Cake is like, honestly, dude, there's so many things you can do with cake.
The cake is a lie. Wedding cake? Oh my gosh.
You know that question where it's always like, is it a sandwich? Now,
oh my gosh. Is it cake? I think it has cake in the name, like a crab cake.
Yeah. But no, again, to explain that process,
like
right?
Sloppy
Like
Joe.
it's work to get into crab to get to the meat compared to like say like something else like a burger that you can just like bite into or something like that. So that's what I mean by that, like the process in which you eat.
Yeah, I guess are you saying you're judging how difficult it is to eat once the final product's in front of you, or like when you're making it?
It's no, like when the final product's in front of you. It's like the eating process, right? You
Gotcha.
can also compare it to like say again like a burger to like maybe ribs, like because some people don't like get their hands dirty with ribs.
True. That's why I said sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
we're getting off topic. Evan, what are your thoughts on the category of cake?
I think cake is dry in almost every
the wrong cakes,
situation.
then.
Almost every single cake that I have had, even like the sorry audience, moist cakes.
Oh,
even
I love how you
moist
leaned into your mic. You said sorry, and then leaned into your mic and said moist.
even moist cakes, like I don't know, they don't hit the same way as other desserts, and it's always just dry. I feel like I need to have water afterwards all the time. I don't know. There's something.
So
about
you're
cake.
anti-cake?
No, I don't think I'm anti-cake. I just think I can't have too much cake.
It's such a first world problem.
Oh, cheesecake's another category
Now
of cake.
that's a cake I can get behind.
Yeah, because it's
Interesting.
moist enough for you.
Because it's a totally different consistency.
Okay, should we rank the subcategories of cake?
Dang.
There's cupcake. There's cake pops.
Yeah, cake pops. Okay, here's the thing with cake pops. I don't know what it is. There's always something with cake pops where they just, I don't know if it's like because they're out for a while and like they're little wrappers or whatever, but they sometimes have like weird like tang to them. I don't know how else to describe it, but sometimes they have that
Really?
weird tang. Yeah.
I kind of
You know
like
what I'm
it.
talking about?
I don't know if I know what you're talking about, but I really like cake pops because I don't feel as horrible afterwards that I've just consumed like a giant piece of cake. Because this is me. I'm really bad at portion control, but I'm good at like all or nothing, not going for dessert. Like I can restrain myself if I'm like, I'm not gonna eat cake. But if I'm like I'm gonna eat cake, then I get like a giant slice. Like there's no in between. I'm all in or not basically. So like a cake pop is a good, like it forces me to have just a small bit of cake and I don't feel like a fat gorilla afterwards. I don't know.
Is the cake the baked ingredients minus the icing? Because if that's the case, then I think cake relies way too
no.
heavy in icing.
I think icing is part of the cake experience. It depends on the cake, but
No,
most of the time.
No, I agree with Evan here. It is an additive.
Right. So
What?
like cake pops. Cake pops
Look at the
rely
phrase.
so heavily on the
icing on top of the cake.
Yeah, it's part of
You-
the
that means
cake.
that implies you can have cake without icing.
Look, let me go back to the Wikipedia definition of cake. It's flour confectioned made from flour, sugar, and other ingredients. That's the icing, the other ingredients.
But I agree with you. But that doesn't.
But you don't bake the icing.
Yeah,
Maybe
every-
I do.
every cake has those ingredients, but it doesn't mean that they have to have icing. Again,
That's true, but,
pancakes
like-
don't have icing. Crab cakes don't have icing.
Yes, those different varieties, but I'm thinking just like base, like chocolate cake is gonna have icing. That's part of the experience.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why it's
judging
just
that
that's why
whole
it's the
thing.
generic cake.
That's what it's served with, but that's not what makes it cake, though.
You can't judge cake without the icing. That's
you can.
ludicrous.
You definitely can.
I think by technicality, I think that cake.
If you're on Food Network and someone presents you like you're a judge and they give you a cake with icing, you're not gonna have just the cake and that's your
Have
all
you
factoring
not
the
seen
entire
any?
thing in your score.
Jake, no,
it's a
I'm
factor,
fighting
but they
about
also they consider the icing with it.
Yes, they do consider the icing because it is another
Yes.
portion. It's another thing.
So that's
that
why I'm
contributes
saying
to the
we
cake,
have to consider it
but
too.
it contributes to the cake. Yes, I agree with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Holy
agree. Oh my gosh.
It contributes, but it's not definitive to the cake. You can have cake without icing. That's what we're just getting.
Yes, I agree. You can have cake
Okay,
without icing, but
okay,
it's
we're all
pointless
good.
if it's like a regular cake,
We're all
unless
good.
it's like, yeah.
I got so heated.
But cake itself, L, without icing.
Wait, so if we're doing like this S to F tier, where would you rank cake?
Cake itself with or without icing. Or sorry, okay,
With.
wait, I'll do with and without.
Let's
With-
say like just a standard chocolate or vanilla cake, just like a birthday cake that you're thinking of.
Yeah, I think that's
a
good.
standard. Okay, I'm walking into little Timmy's birthday and I'm grabbing a slice of cake. It's a 6 out of 10.
That was not the question I asked. I said
S tier
S to
or
F,
F tier?
and you said 6. I
So what is that, like a B?
Give me a letter, and you said 6.
Well, no, for
I'll give it a C.
A C?
Really?
The lowest I'm willing to even consider is B, because it's like such a special occasion when you get cake. I was saying low A to high B is the range I'm floating around for like a standard birthday cake. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. I'm not saying the category of cake. I'm just saying like looking at just like a standard like birthday cake or something like that.
How do you? Have you guys? I mean, you guys know the.
What are you gonna do at your wedding, Evan? You're gonna have cake? You want a C tier?
Yeah, honestly, what are you gonna do for that? How are you gonna be like, oh well?
It's gonna do that. Just shove ice cream in her face. What?
We're actually doing cookies. Yeah, we're doing cookies.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
That's actually dope. What kind of cookies?
See, better than cake. That's the thing.
No,
there's
better
than a cake.
That depends on the cookie.
Why would you even rank cake at A?
What? Because it's such a special occasion. Like I don't get it all the time, and it's like you just haven't been eating the wrong cake. Also, the meme, the cake is a lie. Like
cake is a lie. That's why it's at C. C is a lie.
The lie is that it's a C.
Okay,
that's
well we got 2 out of 3 here saying A minus.
So I think we average B. Can we compromise
B plus,
and average
B
minus?
B plus.
No, let's just say B flat. Okay.
Okay, fine.
B flat. La. Dude, how sick would that have been if that was a B flat? Someone check that, please. Okay, but I'm just thinking of other categories of cakes. Do you rate cupcakes above or below standard cake, like birthday cake?
I'm gonna say below.
It's like the same, but it's a smaller. Why?
Yeah, there's a little bit more work with the wrapper usually.
But really?
And it depends. It also depends if you do the thing where you like break the bottom and then like make a sandwich out of it.
No,
like,
I don't do that.
I don't do that, but I'm saying it depends on the like. If you have a cupcake that has way too much icing, some pieces you have to do that.
We can combine that question. Is it a sandwich? Is it cake? It's both.
It's a cake sandwich.
So
sandwich cake.
I'd say cupcakes are above regular cake. Because you can decorate cupcakes to be just
you can decorate cakes.
Okay. But hear me out.
With icing. That's why we need icing.
People decorate cakes, but you don't eat the entire cake. Other people share the cake. If you have just a regular decorated cupcake, you have that decorated cupcake. That is your decorated.
You're just being selfish. You're like, this is mine and mine alone.
But you have more cake you could come back to later and get. You could get another slice that's also decorated.
Joy of food sharing and bringing people together. If you're hoarding a cupcake
actually, no. I like gorging.
No one's gonna come talk to you.
But also, you need a plate for cake. You don't just hold cake. A cupcake I can hold with the wrapper, unpeel the wrapper, take a bite without a plate.
But that's what I'm saying. There's more work and there's more mess to that sometimes because you're only holding it.
Did you guys ever, when you were a kid, and like maybe also now, like take when you finish the cupcake, just shove the whole wrapper in your mouth and like suck?
Yeah, I would do. I like teeth it and like you gotta because it sticks to the wrapper tough, right? So you gotta like get your teeth in there and like.
It's like another. It's a second treat after you're done with the cupcake. Lawnmower. You've never done that, Evan?
I don't want my tongue anywhere near that wrapper after I'm done with the cupcake.
What?
Evan's just like, how fat are these fuckers?
Like this wrapper is sticky. I want to get rid of it. I'm on to the cookies.
I thought that was gonna be part of your reason why cupcake was above cake, because I feel like that's a plus versus cake. Like I love that experience at the end. So I'm willing. I think cupcakes. They're honestly like it's like different, but it's right around. They have like different qualities, but I think it's right around the same
cake.
Tier as cake.
I'm gonna say like right below,
because I think there's pros and cons to each one that like kind of balance each other out in my mind. But I would tend to agree that maybe slightly below.
So like B minus.
Well, Evan said like leagues above cake apparently, so like maybe we just average to B again. What if everything's just gonna be B? We can't have everything be B. B flat again. La. Okay.
All right.
I should get like a note player app and then like play the note. I'm gonna download that while we're going next. All right, keep going with cake. So wait, you're saying what about cupcakes? What does this rank in the cake family?
We just said B.
No, sorry.
B minus.
Cake pops. My bad.
Oh, cake pops.
Oh, cake pops. C. At max.
Oh wait. Actually, you guys haven't had my roommate's cake pops because he makes them like fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm not even kidding, Daniel. I know you're skeptical. They are like crack.
If they're fresh, it's different. It's different if they're fresh.
The flavors he makes them like with like red velvet and like vanilla and it's dude. He like tears up the kitchen. Like you can't use the kitchen for like
Is Michael?
a day. Yeah, when he's making it, but like they are incredible.
The last time I had a cake pop, I think it tasted like I just put my mouth in an entire bucket of sugar, and then just chomped down.
In
and
a
that's
good
what
way
I
or
drank
Talking
bad
about
way?
desserts.
In a good way or a bad way, Evan? Because
In a bad way. It was way too sweet. The icing, the cake itself, the sprinkles. Ugh.
Can you hear this? So,
Yeah, we're like, darn.
la, la, that's B flat.
B flat.
B flat.
B flat.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So B flat. Wait. So what did we say for cake pop?
C.
See, I'm gonna fight for it a little high. I agree that it, like cake pops in general. I think I'm just skewed. I'm personally skewed because I have like a professional cake pop maker living with me. So I think I'm willing
Excluding
to.
that, Jake, where would you put it?
I'll agree with the C.
How about a C
Okay.
plus?
Yeah.
Okay,
we can do
I
that.
like
C
that.
plus.
So
There you go.
C sharp.
C sharp.
C sharp.
C sharp.
We're gonna. This is the new scale. We're just using musical notes now. Okay.
It's about
It's a scale, literally. Like.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So keeping along the cake family, what do you guys think about funnel cakes? I feel like that's kind of a curveball in the cake family. I think it's perfect for a carnival setting, like date time with someone in like a carnival or like amusement park. Outside of that, I would not touch it with like a 30-foot pole.
Really?
Like, there's just too many other desserts. It's not like I just dislike it. I would pick every other dessert not in that amusement park environment. Like I think it's part of the vibe.
You know what? I get
for
that.
me
I can
personally.
respect that. Do we want to say like low C, high D?
Oh, you guys haven't given your thoughts.
Well, I feel like funnel cake falls to the cake problem of funnel cake relies on the powdered sugar way
Right.
too
Yeah.
hard.
And when you get to
So-
the bottom and there's no more powdered sugar, you're just
It's
like,
like, you're
I'm
like,
just
I don't
gonna
want
throw
this
this out.
anymore. Like, it's
Also,
just
the
cake batter.
messiness. If
That's
we're
what I was going to
considering
say. The messiness
ease of-
for me is yeah. You see, that was a
Yeah.
good note, wasn't it? Now you guys
Yeah.
are like, oh yeah.
No, I agree. So I think funnel cake. I'm not gonna put it F. I'm giving it D just because in an amusement park it slaps. But
Yeah.
outside of that, everything, all the detractors we just said, I think it's a D tier.
I can concur with that. Give it a D.
It's a good date night dessert
Yeah.
if you're out on date night though.
Yeah.
It can come in clutch, but like, you know, it's like that one friend in the party when you're doing like a game or something like that, and he's kind of just like there, not really doing anything. I'm contributing.
D flat.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. I think for crab cake, I mean, if this is the dessert tier list, F, because if we're judging it compared to desserts, it's not a good dessert. Like it's a crab cake, you know.
As like a
Crab cakes are
side?
good on their own, like as like a food, they're good. But because this is dessert, and on the dessert tier list, F.
I concur.
The only reason it's in here is because it has cake in the name.
But-
It's a technicality.
Is dessert just another meal after dinner? So if you're just hungry after dinner and you eat a crab cake,
No,
it's
no,
still
no.
dessert.
Dessert
It's
is
not, just because it's not
is
sugar
Wikipedia
and powdery
dessert
and icing
definition.
doesn't mean that it's not a dessert.
Dessert is defined as a confectionery or sweet
A
meal.
usually sweeter course that concludes a meal.
Yeah,
A what?
that concludes a meal. That's a good way to put that. Yeah,
Okay. All right, I'll concede. F.
but that then brings up the question: pancakes.
F.
No, because I would be willing to say D minus because it's definitely not a dessert, but it's better than crab cake. Like
Yes.
I would say because the top is again it's carried by toppings, which is why it's D minus, but it's still like if you're giving me the options for dessert of crab cake or pancakes, I'm going pancakes any day of the
Every
week, so it
time.
has to be
Yeah.
slightly above.
Yeah,
To each his own.
D minus.
D flat. D flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho. Okay, that's clarified. All right, what other cakes? We
All right.
got ice cream cake. We got cheesecake.
Well, I think we should save ice cream
carrot
cake maybe
cake.
until we talk about ice cream.
Okay.
We can loop it in there. But yeah, we've got carrot cake, cheesecake,
Coffee cake.
molten lava cake.
Molten lava
I
cake.
will.
But that's also
okay.
a combination.
Yeah, I'm going to include that just in the generic cake ranking that we did.
So like B
Yeah.
flat.
I still think the molten lava cake, the actual cake.
Wait, sorry. I just realized I was playing B flat like actually B flat, and then B minus is also B flat because it's like a step below B flat. So I think some of those were off. So I think D, I was like, D sounded the same as D minus, but it was D flat because we were like D flat, which is just D. So I need to play just, all right, I've learned now. Hold on. So D. That was
These nuts.
What?
These nuts.
I can also do it on kalimba if that makes things easier.
Oh. Wait, that would be sicker.
what?
Why didn't you do that? Yeah. Daniel has a sick instrument.
So wait,
play
D?
play a D. I can't hear it. I'm imagining it's coming through. Can you talk while you're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because it doesn't come through. Discord cuts it off, so it obviously comes through.
The first time you did it sounded like the most pitiful thunk. I'm like, that's such a cool instrument, and then thunk.
Dude, I love this thing, dude. You can do so much on it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, fuck. I'm not doing anything right now, but yeah.
Well, so cheesecake. I think it's below cake in my mind.
Yes.
Oh, hold up.
I know you're crazy.
Evan's like, oh, the consistency.
Okay.
Oh,
You
I
like that
like to
it's
have my
moist
pudding and plum it too.
This is the only cake that I am 100% fine with because it is more of a mousse than a cake, and I love it.
Yeah, well then, what are you doing, Daniel? What note is that?
No, I'll give it this.
I'd say cheesecake is still good. Yeah, I'd say C, like a C, a base flat C.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I think I would rather go for cake, like a birthday cake, if given the option.
Someone had so if someone had a full birthday cake in front of you, candles and all, and someone had a cheesecake, a New York style cheesecake, that is just the most delicious thing ever.
You are leading this question so hard. You're like, if you had a birthday cake, blah, or a delightful cheesecake, you're like, which would you choose?
Honestly, though, I will say it does depend on the flavor of the cheesecake.
And it depends on the mood I'm in. Like,
as well. But 9 times out of 10, if it's like 1-to-1, like flavor-wise, I'm going to go with regular cake over cheesecake.
Hold on, I should be noting what the heck we're marking these. That was funnel cake was D. Okay, I remembered.
Yeah.
Crab cake was F.
Yeah, this was funnel cake.
D. Crab cake is F. What we say? Pancake.
I see the waveform. It definitely resonates, but I hear the
D minus. Yeah. We haven't done cheesecake. Did we say anything was C? Cake pop was C, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think cheesecake is slightly above cake pop. I'd say C plus, B minus area for me.
Yeah, agreed.
B minus area. I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
what
okay with
saying?
B minus.
B minus. So
I'm okay with B
same as
minus.
cupcake.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. We have carrot cake. We didn't talk about that. That's kind of just like I'm not a huge carrot cake guy. I'd say that's like, I think it's above pancakes because it is actually dessert. So I'm gonna say D.
I'll say D. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it in the trash with the funnel cake.
Oh yeah. So you're saying
carrot cake is.
Oh wait,
bad.
that we had D there as well. Okay.
Yep. You heard
Cool.
it. Heard it here, folks.
I think those were like the big cakes I had.
Coffee cake.
Yes. Carrot cake joins the trash. I can't do coffee.
I like coffee cake a lot better than
down
carrot
coffee
cake.
cake.
I'd say like C to C minus.
I say C
Maybe
minus to D plus, somewhere in that range.
No.
All right, so can we average a D?
D.
We'll say D. I'd sooner have
Okay.
coffee cake over carrot cake.
True.
Well, then
I agree with that.
we had carrot cake at
Top D.
Top D.
carrot cake. We said was D. I'd say coffee cake is D plus.
D plus.
Yeah. Yeah. So
'Cause it's
coffee
above
cake is
carrot
D
cake in
plus.
my
Carrot
mind.
cake is like middle D, and then we have,
That works.
pancakes, and then below that's crap.
How many
Yeah,
tiers do
all
we
right.
have on our tier list? So many tiers.
It's S to F.
I know. We have plus and minus. We're gonna.
I know.
It's all right. It's clear to delineate. It's all good.
All right. So
Are we out of cakes?
well,
There's so much more dessert.
could we
to
throw
talk about.
muffin in the cake realm or no?
No.
Okay, so what would you rank muffin on its own? That's kind of like another category. These different flavors. I don't know if you want to
C.
distinguish.
Muffin is a bread. I feel like.
But breads are desserts.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I'm gonna say C because would you rather choose a cupcake or a muffin? I'm choosing a cupcake every time.
Honestly, it doesn't want to be healthier, but yeah, for dessert, it would be like cupcake would be
You
above.
want to be
So
healthy, Jake? We're talking about desserts.
I know.
Okay?
I'm saying
Okay,
so.
buddy.
Muffin. Were you saying
Okay,
muffins
pal.
is C? Muffins is C. I think it's a pretty
Yeah.
middle of the road.
That's what I'm saying. In the middle of the road, C. You know,
I'm okay with that.
over here talking about being healthy. We're talking about
Honestly, I'm thinking about like the big chocolate chip muffins with like salt on top and like chocolate chunks.
like the big boys.
Yeah.
Salt.
Those are good. I would sometimes choose those over a cupcake, honestly.
I think
Honestly,
he's like
being
the sugar
completely
things
honest.
or whatever. But
Isn't it sugar on top?
Or, yeah, sugar, whatever
Yeah.
it is. I have had some that I think is like a little bit of like salted.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I think so.
salted muffin. I'll salt
I
your
think
muffin.
What?
What?
I'm for those like, but I think because muffins is such a wide range, I think it kind of averages out. But those ones are like elite. Like those specific muffins, I would say honestly might be A tier for me. Like they're so good. But because muffins are so diverse in like quality, depending on who's making them and what, like I'm happy to concede to a B or C.
I think we go with a.
I can't believe cake is B.
Did that one resonate? Did that one? Did that
No.
one?
Nope. Still heard the tongue.
C.
Oh, there we go.
C.
Got it.
Yeah, I was like, what is it gonna be? And I was like, nah.
You have to
All right.
sing along with the note.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still getting
jump
used to
into-
this thing. I don't know like what goes to sounds and all that, you know. So
Should we jump into ice cream?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's jump into ice cream, please.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
wish I could so bad. Have you guys ever had that dream as a kid where you're just like a pool or tub and you just like dive into it and you're like swimming in ice cream?
No, I feel like it'd be really horrible. It'd be cold.
Oh no! As
like
a
a
dream,
nightmare.
you don't feel temperature, man. So it's just freaking. You're just enjoying it. You're like swimming in it, able to take a bite in it. It's so good.
So ice creams.
Anywho.
What are thoughts on that?
Vanilla.
Are we thinking above or below? Cake.
Above.
Above. I think it's
I
more
agree.
utility in ice cream.
I'm willing to say ice cream is an S tier, honestly.
Yes. I agree.
Agreed.
S plus. S
S
plus.
S plus.
Wait, what note is that?
What's the highest, an A?
Yeah, but we already have A, so maybe we can go G.
G.
A high G.
Well, the highest I can do is like an E2 on this thing. I don't know why, but
E2?
So you.
You've also got like, all right,
Tink.
we've got different things of ice cream. Like we've got ice cream sandwiches. We've got
Yep.
like milkshakes. You've got
You got drumsticks. You got
ice cream
the,
floats, banana
float-
splits.
yeah.
It's a multiverse of ice cream.
I think ice cream is honestly like also like the best.
Because of the
date-
versatility.
the best date dessert as well. Because like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go like, hey, you want to go? I'm gonna be like, yeah, you want to grab some ice cream? I'm not gonna go like, hey, I want to grab like some cheesecake. Like, maybe I don't know. Like, I want to grab like a birthday cake with me right now.
What are your guys' thoughts?
Honestly, I would.
Yeah.
I'd say that on a date, but still.
What are you guys' thoughts on like fruity ice cream compared to like dessert ice cream?
Yes.
I've had an awakening to this. So when I was like a kid, and I've told this a bunch on the podcast before, but when I was a kid, I was only allowed to have desserts like very rarely, which like was very good parenting because I would have eaten a ton if I was just allowed free reign. But because of that, whenever I did have dessert, I only went to my tried and true, which was chocolate peanut butter, because I was like, I want this to feel heavy and I want this to hurt because like I don't know the next time I'm gonna get like ice cream or cake or something. And so
Oh my god! I don't think you've ever put it like that before. Like I want it to hurt. I want it to be painful.
so because of that, I never like ventured out and even tried like any fruity desserts because I was like, it's fruity, like that's healthy. I don't want it to taste health when I'm trying to hurt myself. So I didn't start like having fruity desserts until like maybe a year or two ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's like I love it. Like I love the new doors that are opening. It's really good. I still, however, think that like if I was given like this is the last ice cream you're ever gonna get, I would go for chocolate peanut butter, and I like the heavy rich stuff. But I do really like fruity ice creams and just flavors now. What about you?
I think I've fully turned to the dark side. I think I'm pro fruity ice cream
Oh
Isn't that
yeah,
the light side?
That's the
technically?
dark side. Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you were thinking like dark chocolate. Like I exclusively eat dark chocolate.
Well, you know how you disliked the idea of being healthy and eating ice cream at the same time. I'm like, you know what? I don't really care. Peach ice cream. As soon as I
Peachy Paterno.
as soon as I
Yeah,
tried
literally
Peachy
that's what I
Paterno,
thought of.
oh,
That was when the light
I was
switch
hooked.
clicked.
Now I get peach ice cream anywhere I go that has it on the menu. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I definitely think that there's something to be said about the plain vanilla and chocolate. But
I'm not a huge vanilla guy, honestly. Like,
No, vanilla. It depends on what it's mixed with, right? Like I do a lot of Ben and Jerry's, so if you do like vanilla mixed with like the chocolatey bits,
but then that's the icing
Stuff.
argument. You can't
Yeah.
have it both ways. You're
That's
relying
true.
on the other thing.
no,
you know?
I'm saying that they both contribute. That's what I was saying with the cake. The icing still contributes, but it doesn't need it to be I'm just defending vanilla. That's all I'm saying here in this case.
You hypocrite.
That's not a hypocrite. I'm just it's logical. What do you mean?
All right. So what do we think about ice cream cake then? Because we were talking about that. Where does that rank on the?
That is
B.
bottom B minus, I think.
B minus, yeah.
Like I'd sooner have a cupcake over ice cream cake.
I agree.
rarely go for ice cream cake. Like I think
Yeah.
when I was a kid and I heard of the concept, I was at a birthday party. Like they have ice cream cake. I was like, oh, that's sick. Like it's two things I love.
How could it do
but
that?
I think it's like it's bringing out. It's not letting each component, like the ice cream or the cake, shine. They're kind of competing.
Yeah, they're competing. Yes.
So I don't think like I think both on their own are good, and coming together like it doesn't elevate. They don't elevate each other in my mind. So I fight to bring it a little lower.
My favorite part of ice cream cake was always like the little crunchy bits.
Yeah,
I'm talking
which
about?
is the top, not the ice cream cake itself. no. Yeah.
Well, no, that's technically like the crust per se, wasn't it? In that case.
It's like a
Yeah.
cookie layer.
Yeah.
A little cookie layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you guys saying? I would say that's a C minus for me.
Yeah.
Really? Maybe you
Yeah.
just need to average out at C. What else was in C?
A muffin and cake pops.
No, I'd sooner have ice cream cake over that.
I don't know. I'm thinking about these muffins, dude. I think I would rather have
I
a
think
muffin.
I'd rather have a muffin than ice cream cake, honestly.
Yeah. So I think we gotta go
I'll
C
average out at C.
minus. What do you mean? Evan,
Wait,
what
Evan, are you
saying?
reducing yours from B to C now?
Okay, the more that I think about it, the more that I think
When's the
about
last time you had an ice cream cake?
Well, that's also what adds to it is the rarity a little bit, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing, because they're not practical, but because by the time
Yeah.
you remove it from the cooler at the store,
It's
You're on
melted.
the clock. You're on the
It's
clock to
messy.
get home.
That actually, yeah,
right.
that is true. Yes,
Yeah.
bottom C.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Daniel, play the
Yeah.
C flat. Let's
Yeah,
go.
it's so impractical.
Oh wait, there is no C flat. I forgot. That's not a thing. Wait a minute. I'll just play C and
C sharp or
yeah, I'll
C.
just play C and then like sing it a little flat, like C.
Yeah, that works.
All right, I think C minus is the most cursed one because there's no C flat. All
Yeah,
right.
it's down there.
So we're all right. What do we say for ice cream itself? Because I
S.
feel like we did cake and then yeah. Oh yeah, we did say that S. That's so wild. The range in ice cream though, that you can go from S, but then you add cake onto there, and it becomes a C minus. That like shows that maybe Evan's on something with cake not being
Cake is
super
such
high.
a detractor. It's such a detractor.
All right. So what about ice cream sandwiches?
Depends on the brand and sandwich.
Yeah, are we talking like with
like there's
cookie
Klondikes?
sandwiches?
There's like the cookie. Yeah, there's cookie ones.
or
There's
like the ones that is just like the artificial brown
The
thing.
the brown block that's on there.
Yeah. I don't really go for those anymore, the brown block ones.
Nah,
I graduated from those.
that's like desperation.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh.
like the best ones are the cookie ones. The cookie ice cream cakes are
Yeah.
supreme.
I agree. Ice cream cookie sandwiches, but that's also factoring in cookies.
The
That's like
cookie.
bringing I would say ice cream's cookie sandwiches are S tier.
You know, I just had a childhood flashback to
Yeah.
orange creamsicles, dude.
Again, I never really had those as a kid because I
Mm.
was like chocolate
Okay.
peanut butter or death.
Dude.
Basically.
I remember back when I used to live in my old house before, like I moved over, to where my parents' place is now. there used to be the ice cream truck that go around. I'd go out and I'd always get a freaking orange creamsicle, and it was always so freaking good.
Is ice cream on a stick better than ice cream in a bowl?
Wait, what? Oh.
Like a popsicle.
No, I would say.
Well, no, you also have to consider, right, what kind of ice cream versus popsicle versus like water to ice to flavoring ratios in this case, right? Because in some cases, popsicles aren't ice cream; they're their own variation with fruit flavoring with like an icy blend.
I'm talking about like a fudge bar or like a
fudge bar is like
because they have like the chocolate shell
and
ice
the chocolate
cream
crumble
bars.
or whatever.
I only ever ate those if my throat was like sore. That was the only time I ate those.
Scooter bars, that's what they're called.
Yes, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Those are banging. I love them.
Scooter bars?
Scooter bars. They have like the cookie crumbles on it. Oh,
I think those are still like A to S.
I just looked up scooter bars and I just got like shopping for like replace your scooter like handlebar.
Yeah, my razor isn't doing it for me anymore.
I'm not a huge fan of the scooter bars. They were like really messy as well. Like you couldn't eat them.
Really?
Like I feel like the point of ice cream on a stick is that you can just eat it wherever, but like a scooter bar, it would drip all of the like stuff on the outside.
mine was never messy. If it was
that's what I
messy,
thought.
it was like a few parts on the table that like I was okay with picking up because the scooter bar was that good. Like it's
You guys
That's
just
okay.
know how to attack it. If that's getting messy for you.
Well, can we? I'm saying sorry. I'm gonna lock down ice cream cookie sandwich. I think that's S tier. I think unlike ice cream cake, the cookie and the ice cream both shine in this contraption.
Yeah, valid.
Okay. Daniel, play a G sharp.
Hold on.
La ice cream sandwiches.
Wait, no, this one's probably better.
We're just substituting G with S.
I don't know. Do I really have to sing every time along with it for they just be picked up with this thing?
Yeah.
Because there's these holes here. Does it resonate out of these holes? Fuck. Ow.
Daniel's struggling with his instrument. What are you doing?
It sounds better if I can.
Daniel's torturing himself.
I'm trying to figure out which way it sounds better. So if I do,
Daniel, it's gonna come up on your end, like when we edit it together. But just for us, Discord, like if it doesn't recognize that a voice is speaking, it stops.
It already has noise suppression.
So like we can't hear when you just do the noise.
I was gonna say because I saw the waveforms, but like it's definitely there. Anyway.
Yeah, we can see. We'll definitely hear it in the podcast, but that's why we record locally.
Sorry, me being
All
dumb.
right.
Anywho, actually no, I'm gonna say I would honestly put that either bottom of S with the cookie ice cream thing.
It's already
Still
an
S.
S.
But
Yeah,
bottom
it's
of
still
S.
an S. I can't leave
Yeah.
S.
Yeah, like I'd sooner have like an ice cream like the salt and straw that we did with like the blueberry.
I don't think we're
banana
doing
thing.
S plus, S, and S minus. It's just S for me. And you
Well,
can
there's
like
still-
say
there's
like
still, there's
yeah,
still
you
an
can say ice
order
cream is
there.
above cookie.
Yeah.
Ice cream cookie sandwiches.
Yeah.
What about Klondike bars? My grandfather loves
C.
Klondike bars.
C.
Uh,
They're way too messy. You cannot eat a
Yeah.
Klondike bar without like getting something
I
all
would
over your
say
hands.
B minus or C plus.
Yeah.
I agree.
So C plus, should we say?
I should say
Yeah,
C
C+.
plus.
They are handy though, just to grab one, out of the
Yeah.
freezer.
Yeah.
They're tasty, but
Drumsticks.
I was not a huge drumstick guy. Like I'd rather just get like legit ice cream, not prepackaged stuff.
I used to have a drumstick every single night when I was a kid.
Hell
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
brother. Hell yeah.
Drumstick with no nuts. I didn't like the nuts.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I didn't. I did not like the nuts. They tasted like plastic to me. I didn't like them.
They're nuts.
But they're processed though. Like they're in a bag for hours and days and weeks and
What are they from Ken? From Ken? From Barbie?
just like a packaged nut. It just doesn't taste the same. I don't know.
I got your joke, Daniel, but I'm not acknowledging it.
Uh,
Okay, what other ice cream things do we got on this? Oh, milkshakes. I think milkshakes.
oh.
I think that could be our first A. I would argue that's A because I don't think it's. I think more times than not I get
A plus.
ice cream and like it's what makes up a milkshake, so it itself is good. But like I would say, yeah, milkshakes like A plus, push an S, but I would say A plus.
Would you
A sharp.
categorize like blizzards as milkshakes? Because it's not
No.
quite.
No.
It's not
I think
quite
that should
a
be
milkshake.
separate.
Yeah, that
Like-
is separate.
At what consistency?
But I still think that's A. Possibly S. Actually, that might be. I love blizzards, dude.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'd put milkshakes at S and then blizzards at high A.
I flip that. Flip that, and you've got yourself a deal, my friend. Because I'm thinking like the Reese's, like Arctic Swirl thing they have.
Yeah.
I would go for that any day of the week. I'm so sad that I don't have that.
But it's not as convenient. I guess it's not as convenient as a regular milkshake where you could just like suck up through the straw and then boom, ice cream.
I don't care.
But hear me out, Jake. Hear me out. You ready for this? Are you ready for this?
No, because you're gonna piss me off.
Dipability.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Like
when it comes to blizzards, you can't
you're-
dip like fries
yeah,
or
you
anything in
can.
there, right?
In fact, it's
No,
probably
they're too
easier because you don't
they're
have
too
to take
consistent.
the lid off. Actually,
What?
it's probably easier to dip in a blizzard because you don't have to remove the lid. That's an extra step.
I've never dipped anything into a blizzard.
I've never dipped anything into a blizzard or milkshake really either. Actually, I'm not a huge dipper.
You've never done like fries into a milkshake?
I think I've done it once when someone told me this is a thing you should do, and then I was like, "That's okay." I don't usually do that.
See, the milkshake has to be in a certain consistency for the fry, because if you don't dip it in at the right consistency of the milkshake, then the fry just goes limp. Like it just
Yeah, I think
doesn't
that's
get.
what
Well, that
happened
also
with
depends
me.
on the fry. Like if you don't have a crispy we talked about this, Evan. Okay, we've been over this. The utility of fries with the crisp to girth ratio.
Yeah. I think the first time I did this dip thing was at McDonald's with like a McDonald's flimsy fry and like a McDonald's milkshake. So I need to try with like legit ingredients, legit materials for this experiment.
See, I don't know if I'm like
Building a house.
I don't know if this is
Right resources.
controversial. I don't know if this is controversial, but
I think starting a sentence with that is about to be controversial.
Yeah.
see, I dip McDonald's fries in a Wendy's Frosty.
The sacrilegious sacre bleu.
Well, because I think Wendy's fries are also very similar to McDonald's fries,
Wendy's
just
nuts.
slightly different girth to crisp ratio.
Yeah,
But it's they have more girth.
We need a
but-
shirt that says girth to crisp ratio.
I can work on that. But we're gonna have Justine do it. Either way, it's probably better with typography. But at that, like Evan, I totally get it. Like I respect it, honestly. If you're gonna be like Arby's curly fries in a Frosty, I'd be like, no. Like who the fuck do you think you are? That'd be gross. But like McDonald's,
Let us know in the comments if you would buy a girth to crisp ratio shirt or hat or anything.
the crisp ratio.
Okay, wait. So milkshakes, Evan. I guess you're the deciding if we flip to like. I'm saying milkshake is A, blizzard is S. Daniel has that flipped. What do you say?
I say milkshakes are S and blizzards make my tummy hurt, so they are A.
Okay. I will reluctantly put blizzard executive decision A plus, and then milkshake.
No, I'm good with that. I said A, like high end A.
I'm happy with a milkshake and S. I agree. I think it's low S, like below ice cream still, but they're elite still. Like a farm show milkshake, you're thinking, and
Oh, dude. Oh,
See, that's a different world. Ugh.
I haven't had one of those Mama Jams in so long.
the thing is, I will say, I think ice cream is more consistent across the board, at least in my experience, just generally, like just plain ice cream, like where you get quality. I think milkshakes have a little more variety where you could get like a bad milkshake, like kind of like a very thin milkshake, and that has deterred me before. So that's my only argument to like why I was saying high A, but yeah.
That's true, but I still I think milkshakes have that S tier quality.
Are we like separating ice cream by the big brands, and then like homemade ice cream? Because sometimes those scores could be totally different.
I think maybe that could be a different episode. We should talk to my roommate Brett about that when we do that episode. Evan, you'll be on too, but like because he is knows the brands and like knows the differences and stuff.
Good man. But no, we should also talk about sherbet and popsicles.
I'm not a huge sherbet guy.
Really?
Sherbet's good. Sherbet's good.
I love sherbet. I honestly want to get back into sherbet.
I think if I'm given the option between ice cream
Say
and
like
sherbet,
it's a drug.
I would choose ice cream every time over sherbet.
Jake, is the sherbet thing because you didn't want fruit? Is that from the deep-seated?
That might be it, actually. That's a
definitely
very... Man, this is like a therapy session. I'm like discovering my preconceived notions.
What's your past trauma with sherbet?
Yeah, because I was like, orange? I don't want that.
Well, no, I prefer every time like the strawberry. Like strawberry sherbet is the king of sherbets. Fight me on it. Or raspberry. I don't know if it's like the pink one that's always super sweet. I forget if it's strawberry or raspberry. It might have been raspberry. But yeah.
I know mango's overrated, but like a mango sherbet is good.
Actually, no, that's pretty good. That's right up there too. I still probably
What
take
about
the strawberry, raspberry, whatever that
is
one
Italian ice too different to talk about right now?
No, I think that's analogous to this.
Ice cream, Italian ice.
Yeah.
I'm biased because my grandparents owned a Rita's for like the first 20 years of my life. But however, I do think that it's not as good as ice cream and stuff. Like there are good flavors like mango ice. I think if you put like a Rita's like gelati,
It's easier on the tummy.
like the combination of like custard and ice is fantastic, but Italian ice on its own, especially like if you're just thinking like I'm not thinking Rita's, like I know my grandparents like they made really good stuff, but just Italian ice as a whole, I don't think it's as good. I would say like C, maybe pushing D tier. I like rarely go for it.
Really? I was going to say B tier, like high B. Because there's different utility to it, right? Like, for example,
I'm thinking outside of just Rita's, the average when I get Italian ice besides Rita's, I'm like usually disappointed.
I think Italian ice deserves to be at the bottom. I think that Italian ice. So whenever you eat Italian ice, you're kind of blasted with one flavor the entire time. There's no other flavors. It's just that one flavor, that one syrup. But that with ice cream, you can get like cookies and cream ice cream. You could bite into a cookie or something like that. So that's why I feel like it's much different, and I think it's to be at least a D or D minus.
So Daniel says B. I said C or D. You said D. Daniel, can we average to a C or C minus?
C minus.
Let's do C minus. I think that's going to be a fair spot to put it.
Yeah.
I still will get it every once in a while, but it's not like my go-to. All right, someone play a C flat. Or wait, there's no C flat. I forgot. The C. C.
Oh, sorry. I got to say it. C.
Yeah, you got to sing it a little flat, though. Like C.
C.
All right. We're missing... What else are we missing for ice cream?
Froyo?
Froyo? Yeah, frozen yogurt. I would rather have frozen yogurt over Italian ice, but I still would rather have ice cream way over frozen yogurt.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
agreed.
Italian ice is below frozen yogurt. So I would say frozen yogurt's like because again, you're really relying on the toppings, but like you really rely on the toppings for like frozen yogurt. But I still think it itself is decent depending on the flavor you get. So I would say that's like high C for me.
High C?
C plus.
Yeah.
See, I have a tough time differentiating sherbet and froyo. It's like it's way too similar. I don't know.
It's consistency to like the air ratio as well on that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more air
B.
sherbet.
I might even say B. I might rather have frozen yogurt around cake.
Wait, where do we put sherbet?
We didn't like decide. You
don't
guys
think
were
we
like
placed
talking
sherbet.
really high, and I was saying kind of low.
I would say
Um,
top B.
For sherbet,
For sherbet, top D. No, I'll fight for
No,
he
sherbet.
said B.
Oh, B. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about a top
I would
B.
say
maybe like B minus.
yeah, low B, and then can we put frozen yogurt right below that? So like B minus for
I think that's fair.
sherbet,
Comparing to like
C
where
plus
we had
for
cake
froyo.
and cupcakes and all that. I
Yeah.
think that's good. Yeah.
Okay, so frozen yogurt is sherbet is a B minus, and frozen
I said
yogurt
that,
is
everyone
a
was like,
C
no.
plus.
I know. I'd rather have a cupcake than like some froyo, depending on the occasion. You know what I mean?
We talked about milkshakes. That was good. Ice cream float, like a root beer float.
We need to talk about pies.
Okay, I guess we're done with ice cream then. Okay, I was just making
I
sure
think
that
we've been going on for ice cream a good bit here. It's been like half an hour just on ice cream,
Yeah,
which I'm okay with.
we might have to split this. This might be a two-parter episode, honestly.
I
don't
feel
think
like
we're
it
gonna get through
will be.
everything.
Yeah,
And that's okay. Let's do pies. See what time it is, and then maybe we'll call
Jake,
it there.
before, what are all the categories? Like, what categories have we not touched yet?
So the categories I have are we have cake, ice cream, cookies, pastries, pudding, frozen desserts, chocolate /candy /confectionaries, donuts, custards, pies, tarts.
Yeah,
But
dude,
like a lot of those, I
This
think
could be a
overlap.
three-parter.
I think like
I was like, my God.
I think like pudding and tarts could kind of be the same thing, and like custard. I feel like that's kind of all lumped into the same thing. And we
That's
also kind of
pastries.
covered frozen desserts already when we were talking about like ice cream and then like froyo and stuff like that. So I think we've kind of been jumping around. Yeah, like sherbets and Italian ice were in frozen desserts on this list. So like I think we already covered ice cream, cake, and frozen desserts so far. Maybe let's try to do pies and maybe sneak in donuts if we have time. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, so pies.
Chicken pot pie. Is it a dessert? Yes
I think
or no?
chicken pot pie is the same as
The crab cake.
the crab cake.
cake,
Yeah, F. Daniel, play an F for us, please. I didn't hear it.
F.
Okay.
There we go. I gotta do it first for myself, and then I can like, okay, now I can match it.
Okay.
What was that little one? Little ding.
Again, chicken pot pie on its own is good, but in the context
dessert,
of
bro.
dessert tier list, it is not a good dessert. It's not a dessert. Yeah. All right. What are thoughts on pies? Fruit flavored pies like apple pie.
Apple pie is probably the goat of pies because of its utility for like being combined with things like ice cream.
That's the thing.
Oh, that's
but
true.
does,
And
the crumble?
does it rely on ice cream too much though? Because I've had apple pie with and without ice cream, and without ice cream,
I will say
I think apple pie on its own
With-
is
with-
decent, and then
Yes.
with ice cream, it elevates it a few like points or whatever tiers we're talking about. So I think we should just judge it
Just
based
by
on
pie.
apple pie itself, which is still
Yeah.
decent in my mind. Like I'm saying, like I would say
A.
low B.
I'd say
A?
I'd say low A. Yeah. Apple pie,
Okay,
I would say high
A.
B.
I could say
I-
A minus. Actually,
A minus. Yeah.
I don't know why it was so low. I'm thinking about apple pie now. I'm looking at this picture and like, So we're saying A minus. Is that cool? with you,
I'm
Daniel?
good with A minus. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, A flat time.
A.
A flat. Daniel, you're not playing A flat. You're playing it.
Like, dude, how do you do flats on this thing? You don't.
You learn.
don't
Is
got
it,
no
what's at the top
flats?
there, or is
What?
that just?
No, those it's just.
Does it
Is
come
that
with
what
an
fl-
instruction manual?
Would that be flat?
Damn, this is an A flat. A flat. What about?
I'm not a music guy. I don't know. What
I don't know if I've ever had sweet
That you
potato
had
pie.
with music.
Have you guys had sweet potato pie?
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I've seen it. I've never had it. It does sound, but I think it's like
I-
I think the fact that it's around and like is a thing says that it's at least somewhat decent. But I don't feel good judging it because I don't think I've ever had it.
I am very hesitant to trust a dessert that has potato in it.
Oh, it looks like pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
The
It looks like
name.
pumpkin pie. That's interesting.
we should talk
Yeah,
about pumpkin pie.
I wouldn't do that because again of my potato PTSD.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. What about pumpkin pie? I feel like that's also the same tier as apple pie. Honestly, I would go for either one. You disagree, Evan?
I was never really big of a pumpkin pie guy, personally.
Man,
I can get it,
pumpkin
like I
pie
can
is
understand
good,
it.
especially around the holidays, like in fall.
I know,
it's a
dude. I was like thinking like
staple.
Thanksgiving and stuff like that, but like
But
it never really like.
Fall is when you have apple pie too. I would much
Yeah.
rather have apple pie during the fall than pumpkin pie. Any day of the
Okay,
week.
so
I think pumpkin pie is still good though, so I'd still say like B flat.
Yeah.
so pumpkin pie is B minus, B flat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about? Do you remember that? This isn't pie, but like the bread that's like the pumpkin with the swirl in the middle.
Oh, literally, isn't it just called a pumpkin swirl or whatever?
Pumpkin swirl bread.
It's like a cinnamon roll kind of thing, but it's with pumpkin and yeah. Like
Yeah, pumpkin
cream cheese
swirl
thing.
cake. Look up
Yeah.
pumpkin swirl cake.
I know what it
those. I think
Those are good.
I would fight for a potentially S. Honestly,
Really?
dude, these are crack. They're so good.
I never was really a big pumpkin guy. Not gonna lie.
But it doesn't even like really taste much like pumpkin. Like it kind of does, but like it's just it's really it's the filling combination with the bread itself, which is like the dessert. What do you say, Evan?
Even how it's made, I've seen this made, and it's even that is just a delicate and beautiful process.
It's like an
good.
art form,
Yeah,
and
I
you're
think
crapping on art, Daniel.
I think
I'm an artist. I crap on art all the time.
I'd probably put this at A, maybe A+.
Daniel, what do you say?
I haven't had it, so I can't justify it.
Okay. Well, then, are you okay with if we say A+?
Yep, I'm good with you
A
guys' judgment.
sharp.
Yep.
A sharp. Daniel, I think you can only do the flat ones. You can't do the sharps or flats. Or sorry,
I know.
You can only do like
The
yeah.
flat
So I'm
tones,
saying like
I can't do the bass tones. I can't do
yeah.
flat or sharp. Yeah.
So we said pumpkin swirl. What other pies did we not mention? Blueberry pie.
Blueberry's killer. I like raspberry. Honestly, raspberry
Raspberry
pie is probably like one of my top ones because it's
I
like
hate-
sweet. It depends on how much sugar's put into it. If it's too sugary, it's not going to be good.
But blueberry and raspberry pie are so messy, and they stain. They're so
Not you have to get that right. I agree with you. If they're not done right and they're like watery, yes, and they're problematic. But if you get that kind of like fry ratio with the girth of crisp, it's kind of the same thing. It's like filling the crisp ratio.
But it's
If
so
you get that
rare.
good, you're
That's
set.
so rare, though. No one ever does it that well. It's always a little watery, and you're always a little bit.
Everybody's like, I hate everybody who makes pie. Anybody who makes pie, go change your job.
I haven't had a good pie, like an apple or a blueberry pie. Or anything.
Someone just get this man a good pie, please.
Please,
my
someone make the
God.
perfect pie and send it my way, please.
We need that. We should do that, honestly. So we should just set up a PO box, and all it's gonna be filled with
Send pie.
How do you ship
pies.
pie?
Bye. What about American Pie?
The movie. This is pretty good.
Banger song, not a good dessert.
Yeah. F.
Wait. What did we say for? We say raspberry. Do we have a consensus with raspberry / blueberry pie?
C.
What did we put? Apple.
A minus.
A minus. Yeah, I think C's a good level for that.
C plus.
Yeah.
C minus. C.
You were just raving about blueberry and raspberry pie, and you're like, C. Yeah, C is a
Well,
good
no,
place.
because I was gonna say like B, but I'm like, you are right when it comes to.
I think also we have to consider like, would you rather
Yeah.
have like a cake or a raspberry pie? I'd rather
Yeah,
have
that's
cake.
also. Yeah, I'd rather have a cake
True. Yes.
or froyo
So-
or any
so
of the other
C.
things you put in B.
100%.
Yeah.
Daniel, play the C. This is a flat one, or just like a normal one. I heard that one.
Sorry, I funked it.
Oh my gosh, it wasn't even the right one.
No, it was the right one. I just
Oh,
funked
okay.
it.
Sweet.
I don't know how.
All right, what about
the
have
loudest
you
one.
guys had Mississippi mud pie?
what the frack patty whack
Mud
is
pie?
that?
Wait,
It's
mud
just like
pies?
chocolate pie that like with
Oh, yeah. I've never heard it called a Mississippi whatever though.
mud
What
pie.
did you call
really?
it?
It's
Mud
a
cake.
Mississippi mud pie.
I've
Mud
heard
cake.
mud pies.
I see Mississippi mud cake. Or is it a pie?
No, look up Mississippi mud pie.
Yeah, no, dude, I love Mississippi mud
It's
pie.
it's pretty close
Oh.
to a cake. It's good.
Yeah.
It's just like chocolate pie.
Yeah.
And like kind of cake.
That reminds me of like the Reese's like peanut butter pie I had.
Peanut
at
butter. Oh, dude,
P-Man's.
I love peanut butter pie.
When I just went to P-Man's with Nikki the other day, dude, that was so good.
That's like bordering cheesecake.
Oh no, honestly, it is. Yeah.
All right, any other pies you want to talk about? Cherry pie, key lime
Cherry is-
pie.
Honestly, cherry I'm gonna put bottom, and the reason why is there's always too much cherry.
Yeah.
Are you guys fans of cherry, like ice cream sundaes? We didn't really talk about ice cream sundaes. I kind of want to do a section either in this episode or the next one when after we talk about all the desserts, we talk about the best like combinations of stuff. So like I'm
Yeah.
thinking like the molten lava cakes, the banana split sundaes, whatever, all that stuff. So we will talk about that stuff. We didn't miss it. But yeah, sorry. What do you think about just what did I just ask? Cherries in general? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I usually don't get cherries on my milkshakes or anything like that. Like I don't really have a need for them.
On your milkshake?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, like on the whipped cream and then cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'll do whipped cream, but no cherry.
I was just thinking. I wasn't thinking the whipped cream. I was just thinking like a milkshake and then just a cherry in it. I was like, wait, that makes sense. That's actually a really good point. Like, I think it makes sense if you have whipped cream and then a cherry. But on the flip, if you remove one of those ingredients, it makes more sense to remove just the cherry. Like, if you remove the whipped
Yeah.
cream and still have the cherry, that'd be weird. So I think the cherry's the odd man out there.
I kind of want to do that at Chick-fil-A the next time now, just to mess with people.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Why does he want just?"
No whipped cream,
Interesting.
but I do want the cherry.
I feel like the cherry is the little treat itself, and it's just perched upon this mount of cream. I think that's perfect. That's poetic.
There's a bunch of other pies: blackberry pie, bean pie.
No, don't do bean pie. Don't.
I'm skipping a lot of these weird ones. What's chess pie? What the fudge?
I looked up bean pie, and it is the most cursed pie I have ever.
Yeah,
ever
I know
seen.
what it looks like. I don't need. I'm not even googling it because I know what it looks like. It's bad.
All right, let's move on to something more joyous. Let's talk about donuts, and then we'll wrap up part 1 here.
Yeah.
So donuts.
Do you guys like them cream filled, jelly filled?
Yes.
Do you like them?
I think Boston creams have become my favorite donut. When I was like a kid, I would always get the like devil's food one for Maple Donuts, where it's just like chocolate dough with like chocolate icing. But now I really like the Boston cream filled ones. Like those are good.
Yes.
I don't like filling. I am a normal,
Really?
plain glazed donut person, and I think I know why. My grandfather and I used to go to Giant, and we used to get 2 donuts, one for him, one for me, and we'd sit outside the pharmacy and eat our donuts. And every single time, I would get a glazed donut, and I'd get a frosted donut with like sprinkles or like Fruity Pebbles on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
glazed donut, it's just so good. It's too good.
Guys, I think
Can't beat it.
I think I might need to like set up a thing where I just start setting up charts when it comes to like food categories, because donuts is like another thing compared to like fries, like the milkshakes and all that stuff. Where it's just like, I feel like again you gotta worry about like how dense the dough is, to how big it is, to like things like that.
I don't like super like light donuts.
Because I don't like maple donuts that much.
Why?
It's too big and too dense.
That's the thing. I think because I grew up on that, I assume that was like most donuts, so I really like the dense stuff. But because of that, like I don't like regular donuts as much because they're too light for me now because I'm used to the Maple Donuts like really dense donuts. But on the flip, it's also a con because of that. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna go get it. Like someone's like, I'm gonna go get donuts. I'm like, I don't really want one because in my mind I'm like, it's this super heavy thing and I don't want to do that to myself all the time. So I often miss out on donuts because I'm judging it based on my preconceived Maple Donuts like notions versus like a Krispy Kreme or something.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up. Krispy Kreme, like hot and ready Krispy Kreme with the glaze. Oh,
There's so many variations
Oh,
of like how they're prepared. It's almost like an entirely different pastry. Like a duck donut compared to a regular Giant or Maple donut. It's just it's too different. You can't put them in the same world.
What are we rating
But we
Boston Cream donuts?
Did it anyways.
What do we rate Boston Cream?
Sorry, I'm gonna bring your score down.
I'm like comparing it again to like the other things, right? Like, would I rather have a donut or would I rather have cake? You know? And
I
I'm
have
like,
a
that's tough.
I have a letter that I'm going to like. I don't know how to do this.
Throw it out there. Give it to us, Jake. I wanna
I'm
know
saying
what letter you're thinking.
A.
Evan, what are you thinking?
A Boston cream donut, I think B-.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a lot lower.
My
than
honest
that.
opinion.
B+ then. I think B+ is a nice little happy middle ground.
Okay.
Where
Okay.
plus
B
again,
for
it's-
Boston Cream. Oh.
Plus, it depends. Like, I could go for like cake, or I could be like, actually, if there's like a donut in front of me, like I could like go to town on that good old Boston cream. You
Cream
know?
filling.
Yeah.
There's
Cream
no
that
B
doesn't-
sharp.
Would you ever eat a cake filled with cream? Or isn't that just
Wait.
Eclair?
Wait.
Is this a euphemism?
My mind went 2 places there.
Yes to both. Yeah, probably. I think I probably have. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I would too.
So wait, so we're saying Boston Cream's B+. What do we say is the donut itself?
Like all donuts? We're
Yeah,
ranking all donuts?
across the board.
All donuts, A+.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say lower. I'm not a huge donut guy because of what I said earlier, like my preconceived notions. Like I don't seek them out often, and I think because I was so used to like the heavy stuff, although the lighter stuff kind of lets me down, and my whole like idea of donuts has been like brought down because of that. And that's not really against donuts; it's just my own personal
I
bias.
don't think you're biased and you're not enjoying the food for what it is. You know?
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like, but that's still my experience though, and it's just my rating.
Yeah.
So like, so I would say B. I don't know where does that average us? Like an A minus,
So I
B
was
plus.
just at A because he said A+, I said A, so then you're a B. So,
So,
it's like
A
minus.
minus. Yeah.
A
A
flat.
minus.
Okay, what about donut holes?
S minus. S minus. Easy. Donut holes are the most convenient things other than having to wash your hands later. I think donut holes win the award for most convenient dessert other than a cookie.
Yeah, and I also do like, because with a donut, I'm often struggling. I like this argument, and I think with a donut, I'm often struggling to choose, like, what flavor do I want to try? And with a donut hole, you can try different flavors. However, I think a big part of donuts in their appeal is, like, the icing or glaze on top. It's part of the experience, and you don't get that with donut holes. So I think maybe that averages it out, and, like, there's a pro and a con, maybe?
You get glazed donut holes?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you just get, like, icing, like, on top of a donut.
Oh, you mean like if you
can't
have
get
like
that.
a chocolate icing or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
If I put a donut hole on a stick and put icing on it, is that a cake pop?
Whoa, dude, the Illuminati, the FBI are at your door right now. Like, you're not supposed to reveal
You weren't
that.
supposed to know that.
Whoa, wait, what?
I mean, it's the same thing. Like a dense donut hole. You put it on a stick.
But then you
Wait,
have to have
we
the
should-
argument: are donuts cakes?
Yeah, wait, we should do that and test, because you guys were really crapping on cake pops. I want to do like a blind taste test, cake pop versus donut hole with icing and stuff on top, and see if you guys can tell a difference, because you're rating donut holes really highly right now. I think that's really interesting.
Well, I didn't say my
Ooh.
rating for donut holes. I was going to say like
Daniel has not said. Now he's going to backtrack, so he doesn't seem
no, I was
like a
going
fool.
to say A either way. Evan was like borderline S. I'm like eh. And again, it's because of the mess. When I think of again like cookies, I feel like are easier for convenience in that case. But also milkshakes, because like milkshakes, you have them in a cup and you could just like
So we're
lot
rating
less mess.
donut holes above donuts, you think?
Yes.
I would be happy to say that. Say an A. We have donuts at A minus, so are we saying donut holes are like A?
Oh no, in my mind, I was doing like sorry. For me, it was like donut holes like A minus, and then like donuts because of the variations of different fillings you can get with donuts.
I see that.
Yeah.
I feel like the convenience of donut holes triumph donuts itself.
And hot and ready Krispy Kreme, dude.
I think
Hot
Evan
and ready.
strongly likes donuts,
Oh.
donut holes more than donuts, more strongly than I care about the difference between the two, honestly. So should we say donut holes are A? Is that okay with you, Daniel, or no?
A plus.
I think donuts are superior to donut holes.
I know, but this is a collective group.
Where do we put donuts?
A minus
A plus. I think it deserves
for donuts.
Donut
Yeah,
holes.
and Daniel
Donut
says
holes.
Daniel believes it deserves like a B for donut holes, right?
No.
No, I would say like donuts should be like A, like middle A, and the donut hole should be like A minus. That's what I would place that at.
Yeah, I know, but that's not agreeing with it. We have to compromise here, guys. So I think we already locked in a donut at A minus.
Jake, what do you think? Are they above or below donuts?
I personally think they're a little below.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll concede.
So we're saying A minus because that's
A
on
minus.
par with what
Yeah.
it was. Okay, that's a good compromise. A flat. What is it? A flat. I was nowhere. I was kind of near. All right. Do we miss anything with donuts? Let me see. Do we want to talk about any flavor donuts or kind of just talk about? I think donuts in general are just good.
Yeah, I don't think we gotta get too specific with that. We could get really crazy with it, but we don't really need to.
Yeah, maple bacon donuts. Ooh.
As soon as you put meat on a donut, that's when it's almost too savory.
Oh, dude. Well, that's not gonna be a part of this category, but we definitely have to cover it later. Is that like chocolate covered bacon?
That's kind of more a
Candied
snack.
bacon. Candied.
I know that's what I'm saying.
candy
That's what I'm
bacon.
saying. It's not in
All
this
right.
category, but yeah.
Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up part one. Next time we'll have Evan back and we'll talk. We just didn't bring Evan back. We're like we did like his opinions. No, I'm kidding. We'll bring Evan back if you'll come back, Evan, and we'll talk about the other stuff we didn't talk about. Like cookies is a big one for next time that we need to dive into. Pastries, and then like chocolate / candy / confectionaries.
Where would we
And then
put
like
cannolis?
custards and tarts. Maybe like custards and tarts.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we will be back next time for that. Evan, was there anything you would like to promote while you're here?
No, myself. Hi.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Well, show Evan some love in the comments. Thank you everyone for listening. You ready for Evan? You just want to join us for patron shoutouts and cool comments and all that?
Sure.
All right. Ready for patron shoutouts, Daniel?
Yeah. Hit me with them.
Cue the stars music. Booshka, patron Lori, Frank, Vic, Lisa, Evan, Donnie. Thank you so much for pledging the tier. Thank you for the shout out. If you like to support us over on Patreon, link is down in the description. You get the audio episode early, special benefits, cool perks, all that jazz, and more. Thank you seriously, sincerely to our patron supporters. All right, are you ready for cool comments?
What are people saying this time?
Zach Henry asked, as a quirky query, who do you guys think is the most iconic video game character? Personally, I think it's Mario, though I am a bit biased as I am a massive Mario fan. Who do you think is the best?
Most
Most
I
iconic.
think if we're talking like marketability to like gross income ratio, probably would be Mario.
It's Kirby. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
It's bad guy number 3 from Spyro.
It's Ganondorf or whatever his name is. Yeah,
Talk about Zelda.
yeah.
But honestly, a lot of stuff from Nintendo is very like recognizable. It's like Zelda, Mario, heck, even like Pokemon with like Pikachu.
Master Chief.
Like everybody, I love that one meme where it's like that the guy is like purposely getting Pokemon names wrong. And it's like, oh, he got Pikachu right, but everybody knows Pikachu.
Evan, what do you say for
Pikachu.
above Mario?
Oh yeah, Pikachu.
Oh,
There's
what
so
about
many.
like Pac-Man? Actually, maybe not. That was maybe like 50 years ago.
Maybe in like the 80s, yeah.
Like
But
Sonic's
anyone knows-
also up there. But yeah.
Anyone knows
Yep.
Pac-Man though. I feel like
Sonic, Donkey Kong. But these are, I don't know. Those aren't really as big as Mario. I feel like Mario's definitely bigger other than Nintendo properties there.
All right, ready to jump into the introduction.
Well, let me do a quick plug real quick for myself, because might as well, for Dark
Okay.
Crest. Because now we have our game. The demo's out. I've been holding off, Jake. I've been holding out. I've been saying anything on the podcast because I want to make sure everything was all good and dandy and fine. And yeah, if you guys have a quest and or do stuff in VR, go ahead, check out the Dark Crest Studios page for the links for both side quest or for Steam VR. So yeah.
The website is linked below. Yeah, Dark Crest has been linked below your website for the past
Yeah.
like 70 episodes, so
So
check
thank you.
it
But
out.
I figured I might as well announce it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
for real.
yeah.
It's really cool. Everyone check it out. We're ready for the introduction.
So yeah. Yeah, tell me when.
When?
We just talk about what we want to talk about. Now we're done.
Thank you seriously, sincerely to everyone for listening. We really, really appreciate it. We'll see you next time for part 2 of the dessert tier list. Let us know what you thought about our rankings and what other desserts we should talk about next time. Thank you, Evan, for joining us. We'll see you back next time as well. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.